to look at another application problem that is a little more in-depth. If you follow some other videos, if we start out easy, we always get progressively harder. And that's simply to test you and to make sure that you know exactly what's going on. So this time I'm talking about a credit card company, and it says it rewards its card holders with $6 back for every $35 a person spends. So let's say that John is like a millionaire, and he was able to spend over $1 million in 1 year. We want to find out how much money is he going to get back. So the key things that I have to think about here is that I get $6 back for every 35 that I spent. So if I spent $35, I get $6 back. So the logical thing here is that I know that this is my total amount. So if I'm going to figure out how much money I got back, or John got back, I'm going to have to do something with this $35. So what that ends up being is that I need to know how many times he spent $35. So we're looking for how, so just to kind of remind you, we want to look for how many times $35 was spent. So if I do that, that means that I'm going to take my amount of money that John charged for the whole year, and I'm going to divide it by 35. I know you're looking at that and you're going, oh, I really need a calculator. But it's really not as bad as it looks. You just take it in little baby steps. There is a decimal, so I want to go ahead and bring my decimal up. Now I'm just going to divide like I normally do. 12 is not divisible by 35, so 129 is, so it goes in 3 times, and that's going to be a 105. So that's going to leave me with 24, and then I'm going to bring down the 5. So now I've got 245. That's going to be a 7. And it's going to be a pretty number, but we're not finished, so that kind of isn't so great. So I need to bring down the 3. Now, 3 is not divisible by 35, so make sure you put a 0 up here since we didn't do anything. Now I'm going to need to bring down the 6. 36 divided by 35 is 1. This gives me 35. 1 left over. Now I need to bring the 7 down. But now 17 is not divisible, so again, make sure you put your 0. And then I'm going to bring the 5 down. And it just so happens that this is a nice, pretty problem that I gave you. So it goes in evenly. So there's nothing left over. So I'm going to carry out the 0. So this is how many times John spent $35. Now, this 50 cents is irrelevant because we need to look at whole dollars. So in this case, you're going to ignore the 50 cents. So now I'm going to take this 37,010, and that's how many $35 I spent. So for each one of those, he got $6 back. So I want to multiply this number by 6. And when I do that, I get 0,602. Carrier 4 is 18 plus 4 is 22. So he got $222,060 back.